ibalik ninyo akong cellphone so bagong tumuro makita mo jud mong star.
Ng smoke, nag-load, na-talk, na-choke, tapos nag-elevate. Malamang dope, nag-coke, na-broke kasi hindi ka nag-behave.
Everything starts inside a cold, dark cloud of dust and hydrogen gas, where a quiet tug-of-war begins. The cloud wants to dissipate like smoke in the air, but gravity wants to pull it together. Gravity pulling in and gas pressure pushing back out. Then gravity wins and the material crunches down into a disk. And that is the beginning of becoming a star. Until finally, at 18 million degrees, a miraculous transformation takes place. Hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium, and with a burst of nuclear energy, a star begins to shine.
Where am I?
Think of the stars you see at night,
Ha? Buntag man!
or pictures at the internet you see. About stars, do you recall how beautiful it look?
Ha?
That is because it can blow away the gas and it let us see this beautiful new thing, this place where the star has been born.
Nangutan ako. Pilosopo ka ba? Uy!
It's gonna be alright.
How come?
Your mother will be a star and guide you in the sky.
Ha? Pagtarong nagstorya bi.
In the ancient times, ancients believed that liberated souls after death went on to become stars in the sky, always looking upon and guiding them when the sun is not around. But at the age of discoveries and telescopes, we get to realize that stars are not just small twinkling lights, but rather spherical balls of fire, just like the sun. Among billions of them around us, Newtonian mechanics and electromagnetism led to the explanation of composition of stars. There are many varieties of stars as we search for them through our advanced telescopes. Some are blue in color, some are yellow like the sun, and some are red giants like Betelgeuse in Orion. So how many types of stars are there in the universe? Stars can be classified into many categories, like on the basis of mass, color, and their evolutionary phases. And now, let us talk about stars in various phases of their life. Basis of stellar evolution. Protostar. This is the initial phase star, which is formed due to collapse of nebular gas under its gravitational force in the initial phase of the star. It has not reached enough temperature to start nuclear fusion, but due to friction produced by the gravitational collapse of the star, heat is generated that makes the star produce light. This phase lasts till 10,000 years or more. Main sequence star. Main sequence star is any star that is fusing hydrogen in its core and has a stable balance of outward pressure from core nuclear fusion and gravitational forces pushing inward. Red giant star. A red giant star is formed when a star like our Sun burns all of its hydrogen and helium supplies. This process can take up to 10 billion years. When a star becomes a red giant, it will start to expand, become denser. White dwarf. The central region of a typical white dwarf is composed of a mixture of carbon and oxygen. Surrounding this core is a thin envelope of helium and, in most cases, an even thinner layer of hydrogen. A very few white dwarf stars are surrounded by a thin carbon envelope. Neutron stars. Neutron stars are formed when a star ends its life in a cosmic explosion known as a supernova. Kornmesser, a neutron star, forms when a medium-sized star reaches the end of its life and explodes as a supernova, after which it leaves an incredibly dense core behind. Red dwarfs. Red dwarfs form like other main sequence stars. First, a cloud of dust and gas is drawn together by gravity and begins rotating. The material then clumps at the center, and when it reaches the critical temperature, fusions begin. Red dwarfs include the smallest of the star, weighing between 7.5% and 50% the mass of the Sun. Yellow dwarf. They are G-class star and their masses are equal to or less than the mass of the Sun. The average temperature of the yellow dwarf star is 6,000 Kelvin. They are yellow in color, but overall luminosity appears white. Blue giants. They are O-type stars and are usually found in spiral galaxies. The average radius of blue giants is 5 to 10 times the solar radius, and masses are 10 to 50 times the mass of the Sun. They are the most luminous star in the universe, and their luminosity 100,000 times greater than that of the Sun. As they are such massive structures, they tend to burn fuel much faster than main sequence stars, and thus have low lifetimes. Based upon the physical properties, stars can further be classified into 7 categories, named as O, B, A, F, G, K, M. OB and A-class stars are massive in shape and temperature, is in the range of 10,000 to 40,000 K, and they are highly luminous. FG-class stars are medium-range stars, and most of the main sequence stars tie in this range. And our Sun is an example of G-class star. K and M are dwarf stars having mass, temperature, and luminosity lower than that of the Sun. Stars don't live forever, and different stars go out in different ways. It all depends on the mass. Stars fuse hydrogen in their cores for power. As the hydrogen runs out, a star with a similar mass to our Sun will expand and become a red giant. When a high-mass star has no hydrogen left to burn, it expands and becomes a red supergiant.
Star.
Wow, nagtagalog cute na rin.
Dili sa mukha ano.
Anak.
Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch. Sin City's cold.
Pictures of the night internet use. Or pictures of the internet use. About the